Apologies there, guys. The last video ended quite shortly, so welcome to part 2 of communities in the villa communities in Arboleas. So we've been walking distance of Arboleas Centre. Yeah, I ran out of memory card there, so it stopped abruptly. So yeah, part 2. So I'm still on Gandras, and I mentioned at the start on the last video, this is quite an unusual community, but not just for the fact that you get far larger than average gardens on here, but also this is kind of split between Zehena and Arboleas. And what I mean by that is some of the villas located on here are in Arboleas, and this community boundaries the Zehena area, so some of the properties come under the Zehena banner, although it's closer to Arboleas town, so a bit confusing, but that's the way it is. Also immediately opposite there's a smaller community, or the first street of a smaller community, which is called Los Menchones, similar to Golondrinas. This also comes under partly Arboleas and partly Zehena, depending on where the property is located. Now that's it over there, that's just one street of it. It continues in the direction of Zehena with about 4 or 5 different cul-de-sacs of various sized properties, and all of those count as Golondrinas. So we're now heading back to the town, and we'll go and have a quick look at Bella Vista. I'll just pause it from now until we get to the main roundabout. Just coming up here, we're going to take a left-hand turn there. Sorry, I'll turn that annoying indicator off. That's Bella Vista perched up above us. Now effectively it's literally 2 cul-de-sac streets of villas. Bella Vista 1 is the front one, and then Bella Vista 2, and you can see how close proximity they are to the town. So turning left here onto what we affectionately know as the top road, first turning on the left takes you into Bella Vista 1. And look at the backdrop. These are all Rambler front villas sitting down below us here, and very rarely do they come on the market, and similar to La Judea area, when they do, they tend to sell very quick. Now we are fortunate enough, we've got 2 lovely villas on the books at the moment that are part of Bella Vista. One I know is called Villa 1, and there's another one as well, and that's very well priced. Just look at the quality of some of these stunning properties. And I do love these fantastic kind of stone retaining walls as well. I mean, this is the kind of community of Arboleas. Yes, it is very close proximity, but you could drive past this 2 streets, as I say, and not even know it was here. And from here, max, you're 10 minutes walk into Arboleas town itself. So back onto the top road, these still count as Bella Vista, these villas here, and then there's the second street, Bella Vista 2, just going off to my left. Now those of you who know the area a little bit, or watch some of the previous videos, you'll know where you are, but we're coming up to the top of Arboleas town now. Just on my left there's the civic centre, if you like, or community hall, where there's often lots of kind of entertainment that goes on throughout the year. The big medical centre over here on my right hand side, paddle courts in front of that, and after those a fantastic gymnasium, and there's another bar restaurant sitting perched in between those 2. So top of the town here now to my right, and we're very close to some fantastic, you've got the Azabachi, fantastic bars and restaurants. The Azabachi just down here, and Colmina, which is absolutely gorgeous, like a patisserie cum bar. And straight past here, and we're on the newly surfaced road in the direction now of Los Carrascos, and as you can see there's purpose-built kind of cycle walking lanes that run all the way alongside of this. So I'll just pause now till we get to Carrascos, and then we'll start again. So Los Carrascos just coming up, and I thought I'd point out, whilst this is walking distance, and I've got lots of clients who've moved here, and it's a very, very popular community, you know, this is not on the level, as you can see. You are going uphill and down dale, and it is a good 25, if not 35-minute walk into Arboleas Centre. And I think I don't think the people that kind of live here will mind me saying, most of the guys that do this walk are doing it for exercise purposes rather than a nice easy amble into town. Some absolutely gorgeous villas located in Carrascos, and again very wide ranging, everything from 2-bedroom bungalows up to 5-bed palatial kind of mansion style villas, I suppose, but it's kind of got an unusual layout, because if you look, most of the properties here on my right, they are on the level, and unless they're lucky enough to be Rambler front, then most of their views are the villa that's sitting in front of them. On the left, it's been deliberately constructed, I suppose, to go up in light slopes, if you like, steps, so that virtually all the villas located on the left hand side have absolutely marvellous views. There's the old place to be in Carrascos, which is now just reopened under the name of Nopal, and is proving very, very popular. And what I'll do is I'll take one of the left hand turns in a minute and just kind of come back down again, just to give you an idea of the views from the villas that are located off of those streets. Give me a sec. So here you're seeing from the back, and really not a lot going on, but trust me, when you get into the kind of gardens and whatever, these are the kind of spectacular views that all of those villas enjoy. And that's not Carrascos down below, that's another hamlet, Los Garcias. But yeah, check out that gorgeous backdrop, and the sun literally comes over from the right and sets behind these hills here, so you get a glorious sunset every single evening. So now heading back to town, and I hope you found that kind of useful. I've noticed when I've done the last kind of few YouTube videos, the air seems to be full of feel-good factor, in terms of I'm getting loads of comments, you talk too fast, you say too much. So hopefully I've kept that at a kind of reasonable speed and not tried to cram too much in. But that they are literally, guys, I know it's high on people's priority and spec list. I want to be walking distance to amenities. We love Arboleas. You've visited now all the communities that I would say are within walking distance of Arboleas. There's some absolutely stunning ones, lots more of them, but they are not what I count as a genuine walk to town, unless you're a kind of, you know, fitness guru and want to do 14 10-kilometer walks for exercise purposes. All right, so listen, very much hope you've enjoyed that video. It's nice to be back on the road doing something a little bit different again, you know, going back to the ones that we were doing just after COVID. If you'd like to kind of discuss your property requirements, you know how to get hold of us, khalidahomes@hotmail.com, or give us a call on WhatsApp, +34 634 302 801, or stop by and see us at our offices in Arboleas. We look forward to that. Thanks for watching, guys.